Grinders and grinders, what's happening? This shit got Black Abstract. You are locked in once again. Appreciate you for it. Fist bump. Thor, Love and Thunder is arrived. I was giddy all night about this. Listen, I love when the movie theaters release the movie like a day early. Cause listen, I can't wait to Friday. I don't like seeing it. I gotta see it early. I'm not privy to all the other YouTubers that get to see and go to premieres and all that cool stuff. But listen, if you guys start liking my videos more and sharing them, subscribing, then I can do that. But for the meantime, I'm just the bottom of the totem pole. I gotta see it when everybody else sees it. So I love the fact that the Regals release them on Thursdays, and you get to see it a day early from the original release date. So let's get into the movie. Let's talk about what I liked about it. Obviously, our favorite characters are back. I love the fact that we got to see the Guardians in here as well. And this would be spoiler free. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But I don't know. It might be some spoilers. Try to tell a story as cohesive as possible without trying to spoil anything. But yeah, I love the fact that the Guardians are in there. And this is everything that's in the trailer that we saw. So we saw the Guardians. And they're in there more than, I would say, 5 minutes. So we get a good glimpse of the Guardians. We get to see the interactions between the crew and cast. And who the cast and crew of the Guardians are. So we got the originals plus Mantis and the other guy that took over Yondu's spot who whistles now. So it's a funny spot with him at the end. And as we know, we also get Jane back. And I didn't know how her role would be. I didn't know if they were going to make her OP. I didn't know if they were going to reduce her. I didn't even know the capacity she was coming back in because I didn't read that particular comic, and so I didn't know how they were going to bring her back into the fold. But the way they did it was smooth. It wasn't corny. It wasn't crazy. It was kind of realistic. Like, oh, okay, I could see this happening. Valkyrie is back, better than ever. One of my favorites. And listen, everything's colorful. Everything's bright. We get the humor in there. Like I said, Gorg is in there as well as the other little creature he used to hang out with. So the fact that we get all our favorites back in here from the Thor universe is pretty stellar. We get Chris Hemsworth back in prime shape. And we get introduced to some new characters, like the villain, for instance, who played by Christian Bale, who is Gorg, the God Killer. He does an amazing job. We get an understanding of why he's doing what he's doing. He once served a god, and things didn't go as planned. So that's why we get an understanding why he's on his mission. He did a great job. What I didn't like about the film, the jokes. The jokes were a little too much sometimes. It's just some of them didn't land. And I get what they were trying to go for. They were trying to go for that Ragnarok humor, which landed in Ragnarok. It didn't really work here. For whatever reason, theater was just dead silence on a lot of stuff. Some things they were specifically funny of. I will tell you something that we saw in the last previous stories. You remember when they were doing the plays? When I believe it was Loki. Oh no, Thor goes back to Asgard and they doing a play of Asgard or what happened. They have another one like that, and it's same characters, but then they got a new one, and I'm not gonna spoil who it was, and that was super hilarious. Everybody was laughing at that. And that's not spoiling anything. That's just saying it was a play. We see that as I love the fact, or I'm doing things I didn't like. I didn't like that. When things were happening or something happened to somebody, and you're like, oh wow, really? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, really? You get what I'm saying if you watch the movie. It's just like, okay, it was like no cinematic battle. If you seen on the trailer, they go and visit Russell Crowe's character who was Zeus. I didn't really like him too much, but I don't think he was meant to be a likable character. So yeah, there it is. I don't really, it wasn't really fond of him. the storyline in general is, it was cool. It was all right. It wasn't the best storyline either. It was just kind of like, it was a self-contained story. I understand it, but it just was like, I feel like they just, you fought Thanos. Like you beat up Thanos. Like, this guy should have been like a cakewalk. But I get it. I get it. He has something that makes him powerful, that can slay gods. And also, there's a character in here that was from the originals that they show, but we don't get nothing else from that character. And it's like, you know, a lot of fans have been clamoring to see this particular character, and then we get the character, and then we don't see him no more for the rest of the movie. It's just like, oh, what the hell was that? All in all, it was great. We do get some collateral damage. And I'm not gonna spoil who. We do get some collateral damage, and I think it was just a great ending for that particular arc of the story. That's all I'm gonna say. We get 2 end credit scenes. Make sure you stay. The first one is introducing somebody they've been asking for a while in the MCU, and the second one is kind of a throwback to a character. I won't say a fave, but definitely somebody I was interested in seeing because it correlates to the story itself. This character was connected to another character in the movie at the time, and I thought that was pretty cool how they did that. And it was kind of like, oh shit, this motherfucker had, it was relations. Oh, okay, that was cool. So it was great, and listen, I'm not saying it was a bad movie. It just wasn't the best movie. So was it trash? No, it wasn't trash. I don't think it was trash. I think it was just it's the villain. No, I can't even say it's the villain, but it's like I said, they fought tougher villains. It just was, I don't know. It's just something, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just not, it's not Ragnarok. It's not, you know what I mean? It's just something, it's just something that takes away from it. Like, I see what they were going for, but it kind of missed the mark a little bit. You know what I mean? It is one scene in here that's pretty great that involves, that a lot of people are going to love, that involves some kids that I thought was pretty cool. Yeah. In the title, Thor Love and Thunder, it's not even talking about Jane and Thor when it says Love and Thunder. You'll see at the end what Love and Thunder really means. So that's a whole new aspect in itself. It's like, oh wow, like this is what's going on now. So it's gonna be more adventures to come, and it's gonna be a little crazy. That's all I can say. Listen, you know I rate everything with mics. I'm a mic guy. And this video is 8 minutes long. How the hell? I said I was gonna keep it to 5. But anyway, if I had to get this some mics, I'm gonna get this 3.5 mics out of 5. Thought it was good. I didn't think it was great. Post your comments below. I want to know what you guys thought about it. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. As always, peace, love, and prosperity, and love and thunder. Peace.